beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the Shia. I represent the Serbs. Oh, you know what time it is, Raider Nation. Oh yeah, you know what time it is. That's why you're here right now. That's why you're taking a little bit of time out of your evening to join me. Because you know what time it is. Oh yeah. It's time to bring the...
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios, deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. What's up, Raider Nation? What's up, Steve? What's up, Brian? What's up, Michelle? What's up, Lenny, Charles, Alfonso, Raider Natalie, Brett Clark? And who's number one tonight? It's Brian Burkett. Brian Burkett is the first one in tonight. He gets the first tally for Raider Reaction prize pack for July, for the month of July. Brian Burkett on the third. 7-3. Brian. Now, Chris Lentz and Lines Graham both won a prize pack last month. Now, I am currently putting those prize packs together, so don't be standing at your door waiting, because they are going to be just a minute, because I have some custom Raider Reaction swag that's going in with your Raider swag. So, since there's two of you, I gotta wait just a minute, and I'm going to put that in there too. So, but I'll keep you posted. Chris, I think you already sent me, Jukebox, you already sent me your address. Sorry, I haven't got back to you yet, but been very busy this weekend. What's up, Dorothy? Well, you got to be the first in. You got to be the first in. So that's the thing. You got to be the first in every night. Whoever has the most tallies by the end of the month gets a custom prize pack. And as if you've seen, I've took you on a couple tours through the studios and whatnot, and you know I've got some nice stuff. So, Dorothy wants a Furby. I got two Furbies. Got an orange and a blue. Dorothy, if you win the prize pack, I will give you one of my Furbies. So, there you go. Goals for you, Dorothy. Goals. So, what is it, Raider Nation? Yeah, you like the new shirt, Terry? Got the Beast Mode. Rocking the Beast Mode. So, it's a Monday night, and how do we do it every Monday night on Raider Reaction? Well, how do we do it every Monday and Wednesday on Raider Reaction? We go Ghost to the Post with Prime and the Commish. Prime is the Raider Reaction resident sports guru. He has been a ring announcer, MMA, PA announcer for professional soccer, play-by-play and color commentary for college basketball, two-time vice president of the Hardcore Challenge, and play-by-play for college football and color commentary for college football as well. And he joins us every Monday and Wednesday looking very, very dapper today. What's up, Prime?
What's going on, Commish? What's up, Raider Nation? All my NFL fans. How y'all doing? Happy 3rd of July. Tomorrow's the 4th. We're going to blow some stuff up and do it live here where I am.
Right on. I am going to, I'm not going to do a show tomorrow night for the 4th, but I am going to live stream the Channel Side Fireworks show. So.
Right on. Now I got the whites on tonight. You're right. I am looking dapper. I got the whites on tonight because Wimbledon is going on. And anytime I need to brush up on my Russian, I watch a little tennis.
Nice.
So I got my Wimbledon whites on.
Oh,
I know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Hey, I like some tennis. I'm up in some tennis. Tennis is all right. I like playing tennis. I don't follow tennis that much, but I do like playing tennis.
Definitely. I'm probably the biggest tennis fan, or maybe the only tennis fan around, so you know it.
I like tennis.
Anyway.
I can appreciate the sport of tennis because I play it. I like tennis, man. I like racket sports in general, so.
Yeah.
All right. So.
I just decided to throw on my warrior hat to accentuate. Anyway.
Yes. There you go. You're keeping it Bay Area. It's been light, man. There ain't a lot going on. Nobody's even really got arrested. Nobody's got arrested.
You know, it's a bad week. It's a bad week for NFL news if you can't even listen to the police tracker and find out what's happening in the league.
Oh my God! I mean, there's just nothing going on. I mean, there's been a few things. Did you see Marshawn Lynch at the charity soccer thing or the charity soccer game?
Yep.
We picked up the ball and I mean that was funny. It's not really news.
Scored in Seattle. No. I mean, did you see the news story about NFL players reacting to NBA free agency? I know. That's deep. That's deep.
Well, tell. Do tell. Share.
Oh, my gosh. You want me to share? All right, I tell you what. Well, in the NBA, it's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy. You got Chris Paul going to Houston. Friggin' Houston gave up half the farm and 100 acres to get Chris Paul. And now, I don't know, they got Patrick Beverly in return and a bunch of dudes no one's ever heard of are now going to be Clippers. And the Clippers go ahead and they sign Blake Griffin for, like, I don't know, to a 5-year deal. The guy hasn't been healthy 5 years in a row. Then, of course, big Paul George leaving Indiana. Paul George, he decides he's going to... Yeah, he's a Nugget. He's a Denver Nugget. That doesn't even make sense. How Paul George ended up a Nugget. There was talk about him going to Cleveland, Boston, Chicago, and he ends up going to Denver. Man, I thought he wanted
to Denver. I thought he was going to. Hold on. I thought he was going to OKC.
Ooh. I blinked out. Am I back?
Did you blink? He went to OKC,
Did I blink out? He did go to...
Maybe.
I got my cities mixed up.
Okay.
He's going to...
Right.
He's going to Oklahoma City.
You're throwing me off there. Because I don't even pay attention that much.
Somebody went to Denver. No, Paul Millsap.
It's the biggest news.
Paul Millsap went to Denver, I think.
All right.
He left Atlanta
You're throwing me for a curve there.
Power forward, Paul Millsap.
All right.
Anyway.
Enough with that.
Yeah, for real.
Anyway. But it
I
has
wasn't even ready for that.
And it's the biggest news.
I wasn't even ready for that.
It's the biggest news in the sports. I know. It's the biggest news in the sports world right now. It really is. So that and Pacquiao getting screwed. That's the other biggest.
Yeah, Pacquiao. Exactly. Manny Pacquiao losing that fight. Tell you what, he had him by 2 rounds.
Did you see Atlas? Man, Teddy Atlas lost his freaking mind.
Teddy Atlas lost his mind. Yeah.
Lost his mind. He straight up lost. He's like, what? That's the type of garbage that's killing boxing, though, man. That's the type of garbage that's killing boxing. It's unfortunate, but it's unfortunate. But all right, back to football. We went way off course there. Way off course.
Yeah, let's stay on football.
What's up, Watts? What's up, King? Sorry, guys, we steered way off course there. Way off course. But, you'll have that. That's what happens.
Why'd you even do that to me, man?
We dropped.
Why'd you even do that to me? We go league-wide, not worldwide of sports. Although I can do that sometimes. I'm talking about Wimbledon for Pete's sake.
Easy now. All right, so Tom Brady, 6 weeks after the big Giselle comes out and says, drops the bomb that supposedly her husband was dealing with concussion from last season, but there was never a concussion filed or, doctor's report of a said concussion. And he just
Definitely
goes like,
no
"Oh,
injury
no,
report.
it's nothing." Yeah, it was nothing. It's just a loving wife concerned. Basically, So after 6 weeks, he gave us pretty much BS. Basically, just par for the
Well,
course.
yeah. It's always par for the course. Tom Brady always comes out political, man. He's nothing but like cliche responses and just whatever they want to hear. So of course he's gonna. It's. I mean, you can't deny the loving wife. What is happening here?
I don't know. Blinked out there.
Yeah.
Well, of course not. They couldn't King it because if they did report it, they wouldn't play. And if they don't play, they don't get paid because obviously that's your biggest asset as a player is your availability. So it's not in these guys' best interest to I'm gonna Prime out and add him back in because apparently we've got some sort of connection issue going there. Let's try that again. But yeah, I totally agree with you. Most of these guys don't report their concussions, and that's the same thing. But he even basically said it in what he said. They sleep together. They're side by side. So if that guy's got a concussion, she knows it. I don't know. To me, it's not that big of a deal. And, it's just another thing in the line of underhanded, cheating, just being generally sneaky. It's just along those lines. So I don't know. It's just along those lines. Connection issues. Well, we lost Prime for a minute. So apparently we're having some technical difficulties. Well, so he's working on it. So, all right. Well, I will continue along with the news until Prime jumps back in and he's available. I will continue along. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's basically, that's all it is to me. It's just another little notch in the trend that they, the dishonest, the we'll do anything for the W trend that they have already. So, I hope you're right, Watts. I hope you're right, brother. I hope you're right. But I'm telling you, I've said it before and I've been saying it. Peyton Manning was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and everybody was huffing him hard as the greatest thing ever. One season. The next season, he's got a dead arm, and they're talking about him like he's dead. Father Time is undefeated, and he's going to come knocking on Brady's door real soon. You start creeping up there around the big 4-0 in the quarterback market, and I don't care who you are. You're still a human being. And I'm telling you, you can eat all the freaking rice cakes and avocado ice cream you want. But Father Time is still coming knocking at Tom Brady's door. I don't care how hot your wife is. It don't matter. He don't care either. He's still gonna take that little zip off your arm. Gonna take that little bit off your accuracy. Because you know what? When you're a quarterback in the NFL, that's all it takes. It only takes you losing just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny little bit. And you can't squeeze it in that hole no more. You can't get it past that defensive back. Can't get it over that safety no more. Now them linebackers are starting to knock it down. And they're still looking for him. And that brings me to another time. Thank you, King, for the beautiful segue. Man, King with the assist. Loving it. He's filling in with Prime. I don't know what happened to Prime. So, beautiful segue. Speaking of donkey backs, donkey quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant, Chad Kelly, who was the final pick in the draft. He is, I believe, the nephew of Jim Kelly, Hall of Fame, 4 in a row, lost 4 in a row, Jim Kelly. So he's in right wrist surgery, and which has hampered his reps in his OTAs minicamp. I will double check. I always double check at the end of the show. So he's missed that time, and he thinks he's good enough to start. Which, man, who's to say he isn't? Who's to say he isn't? Who's to say he isn't good enough to start? I mean, you got what? You got Lynch and Simeon. I mean, Simeon, come on. What did Simeon prove last year? I mean, he's not locked anything down. Neither is Lynch, for God's sakes. So, I mean, this guy's as good as anything. I mean, to me, he's most as famous for getting blown up in his in screenshots of his direct messages to the porn star, who was at Mia Khalifa. This was the guy that was kept trying to proposition the porn star through direct message, and she was blowing him up with screenshots. So forever, I will associate with that guy with him. Prime is in the doghouse. Well, I can put you on audio, Prime, if you want to call in audio style. We can go old school. We can go old school. So, but who's to know? It's any man's game there in Donkeyville, pretty much. And I'm loving it. Hold on. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, we got Prime on audio. Lost the video, but we have audio. What's up, Prime?
What's going on, Commish?
All right, so we got audio.
You talking about that Denver quarterback?
Yes.
Yeah. I just saw an interview with him, actually. He came off pretty good. Yeah, I mean, he's like Mr. Irrelevant. Pick number 253.
Yes.
Yeah. And still make a little splash in Denver. He's got a little swag to him, actually.
Well, yeah, like I was just saying, he's the guy that got popped with the screenshots of the direct messages to Mia Khalifa, the porn star, and she was putting him on splash for being a chump, basically. She's
that's funny.
She's a big FSU fan, I guess. So, yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, I bet.
That was funny. Yeah. Well, I think. Yeah.
No, Mia Khalifa, she got in the news for a few athletes, actually, hollering at her.
Well, yeah, I guess that's what you get when, that's what you get, I guess.
If that's what you're into, she's following.
All right, moving along. So yeah, he thinks he's a starter, and he thinks he's got as good a shot as anybody else. And honestly, I agree.
He does.
I don't think in Kansas City or Denver you got a true lockdown. Alex Smith, they're giving it to him for this season, but after this season, I'm telling you, I don't know if he's there anymore. Unless he does something real special this season, and I don't see it happening.
No, Andy Reid only gave him this season.
Yeah, and they're taking weapons away. And they're taking weapons away from him already.
Yeah, they let go of their best wide receiver.
Crazy.
Oh, where'd he go?
Macklin? Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Macklin.
Yeah.
University of Missouri?
I don't know.
Anyhow, yeah, they let him go, and he was the only wide receiver that consistently produced. And then they went and they drafted Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that guy. Oh God, I would. If I had a dollar for every time I heard that guy compared to freaking Brett Favre at the draft, good God. You know.
If I had a dollar for every time someone compared anybody in every draft to Brett Favre, that throws a lot of interceptions, so they call him a gunslinger.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're a crappy if you got a crappy completion percentage, you're a gunslinger. Throw lots of touchdowns and have a shitty percentage, you're a gunslinger.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Patrick Mahomes, he's probably, he'll be behind Alex Smith this year.
Yeah, he will be for sure. I mean, they've pretty much told Alex Smith he's got this season, but that's all he has is this season, and you know.
But meanwhile, in Denver, it's open game for all of those quarterbacks. It's anybody's team to take a hold of. You got Trevor Siemian, who's kind of garbage, you know, and of course they got Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah, they got Paxton Lynch. He's pretty much he's nothing either. Their running game is scabbed together. Anderson's coming off injury. He's beat up. He can't ever stay healthy. You got Jamal Charles. I mean,
Jamal Charles has once again nothing but duct tape and paper clips holding his knee together.
Yeah, he's not gonna last.
I don't know if that can survive an NFL hit.
I'm telling you, he looks great. He looks great in camp and in the gym. But in the gym, there's not 300-pound guys diving at your legs. So we'll see.
You talking about practice?
Yeah. He looks good in practice. He looks good in practice. But I don't know.
You're talking about practice.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. It's a violent sport out there, and when you're carrying a rock with bad knees, man. Woo! I don't know. And
but when you have those sketchy quarterback situations in 2 out of the 4 teams, that sure does make the Raiders' solidarity look really good.
Yeah, because the Chargers did not improve. I mean, they added the wide receiver, and they did not add the depth to defense that they needed. They did not improve. Right. San Diego, I did not think had a good draft. They didn't improve. Denver, we just said, has terrible offensive issues. Their defense is not the caliber that it was when they won the Super Bowl. They still got Von Miller, but he's waning. And you've got a couple other guys who, they're just not what they were. They're not the defense that they once were. And Kansas City peaked, man. Kansas City peaked. They're on their way down. They should. Last year was their year. They got by us both times. Last year was their year. That's not going to happen again this year. They peaked. I'm telling you. It's our year.
The Chiefs might be the second best team in that division, though.
I see the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I picked them as a wild card. We both did, I believe. We both picked them as a wild card.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
But San Diego, on the other hand, what they really needed was defense. Phillip Rivers is a decent quarterback. They got Melvin Gordon. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Melvin Gordon's solid. He's a good running back. If they had any wide receivers that could stay healthy for a total season, then they would be a whole lot better. They've always had, Antonio Gates is Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they just never had, they've always had pieces. They just never had all the right pieces. Because,
their best days were with LaDainian Tomlinson.
Oh, by far. By far. By far. Those were the best days. By far.
So, the Raiders and the Chargers are the only teams that are at least solid at quarterback.
Yeah, I'm real surprised that they didn't look at somebody to be the heir apparent to Phillip Rivers because they don't have that guy on roster, and I'm just shocked that they didn't address that this draft.
Well, I'm not entirely surprised. For some odd reason, there's a lot of talking heads out there that are saying next year's draft is going to be deeper at quarterback.
You got a point, Watts. Got a point.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you're thinking long-term, then it's not a bad move to necessarily try to reach and get the 3-4 quarterbacks that there were in this draft, you know?
I suppose not. Maybe it's just, maybe they're doing it Jets and we just haven't caught on to their game yet. Maybe they're doing it Jets and they're just tanking and they're just throwing Phillip Rivers to the freaking Wolves and we're just like, listen, dude, we're gonna you haven't done, you know, this is it. See what you can do with this, and you know, they end up crappy and they get a good draft pick next year. Maybe they're doing the same thing as the Jets. Who knows? But
maybe, but I don't even know if the Jets are going to be the worst team in the league this year.
Well, who is it? Who is the worst team in the league this year? Who do you predicting coming in? Who do you think is end up at the end of the season as the, oh my God, they were just atrocious worst team? Because there's always just one team that just sucks it up above all others.
Well, this year, I think the running goes between Chicago. San Francisco still has to show me something. And
Chicago.
Yeah, the Jets didn't do anything. They got rid of all their playmakers.
They did get rid of everybody, but the Bears. The Bears are really good. They're really gonna suck this year. They're not gonna be good. Not gonna be good. They're gonna be really bad. I'm sorry, man. The Mike Glennon experiment is gonna blow up in their face. That's not gonna go well. Napoleon Dynamite is not gonna be the answer. Trubisky, you're gonna see Trubisky. You'll see Trubisky.
In the games that he started, Mike Glennon actually threw twice as many touchdowns as he did interceptions.
In the games that he started.
You know, I have to quantify that.
Yes. Well, stats, you can make them show whatever you want. But I'm telling you. Mike Glennon is
Napoleon Dynamite.
I'm no. 4.
No,
At best they win 4.
If Chicago was smart, they wouldn't go with Napoleon Dynamite. They go with his uncle.
Yes. His uncle? Yeah.
85, Steve Mason.
What?
And that 1 year with Rex Grossman.
Yeah, they did have the 1 year, the one fluke year there with Rex Grossman, where the defense carried him again, basically. You know, because the offense wasn't getting it done. I mean, they were doing it just enough to help out, but it was pretty much carried by the Urlacher defense then, too.
Have you heard about Brian Urlacher?
No.
He's doing commercials for hair plugs.
Oh, well, nice. Good for him.
He's been bald since his sophomore year in college.
Hey, easy on the
hair plug commercials.
Easy on the bald guy. Maybe he's sensitive. He's sick of being bald. He's got enough money. He's like, screw it. I'm gonna have hair.
I'm gonna have locks.
I'm gonna have. Hey. I appreciate it. I appreciate his sentiments, but the hair plugs just look ridiculous when you're growing in, though. It looks like you're planting vegetables. Have you ever seen somebody that has hair plugs?
Oh, man. It's some terrible hair plugs.
It looks bad. It looks bad. And you can't wear nothing to cover it. You just got to rock it. Like, yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
Got my plugs.
You can comb this hair. You can get this hair messy if you want. It's your hair.
Oh, no, man. Mine's just... I'm pretty much wash and wear. I ain't gotta worry about the hair. Mother Nature took care of that long ago.
Yeah, well, I keep the fade tight.
Well, I
Even though
would.
my hairline keeps backing up.
I would as well if I had anything to keep tight. So, AJ Green says he wants to replicate Julio's big year in 2016. Like, who doesn't?
Yeah,
AJ Green.
every wide receiver in the league wants to do what Julio Jones did last year.
I want to do what Michael Jordan did last year. You know, like, come on. No kidding.
I don't want to do what Michael Jordan did
not last year. The last year he played or whatever. You know what I meant. You want to do, that's like saying, I want to do what the best guy in the game was doing. Like, come on.
Actually, I take that back. I would totally do what Michael Jordan did last year.
Oh, I would too. I don't know what he was doing, but it was way better than whatever I was doing.
I'll be the president manager of a team.
Yeah. Whatever he was doing was way better than what I did last year. I bet you whatever it was. Yeah, I'm sure. So, but obviously, AJ Green wants to replicate Julio's big year. I mean, who doesn't? That's an obvious. But this is the kind of news you get when, it's just July 3rd.
The thing is AJ Green is good. He doesn't have to be Julio Jones. He can be AJ Green. I mean, he had a bad season last year, but he definitely has good hands. He's like a more talented Michael Crabtree, to put it in your terms.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, AJ Green, he's a top 10 wideout.
Oh, AJ Green's solid. Oh yeah, he's solid. He did his. He's unfortunately got the quarterback that hasn't been able to get it done in the playoffs. Yeah. And whether AJ Green's contributed to that or not is, who's to say? I mean,
a couple times, I think.
He's his number one guy.
AJ Green definitely dropped some balls last year. He did not have a good season.
Yeah.
But, there's a big difference between Red Rifle and Matty Ice.
Man, I'd love to see the Broncos bring Champ Bailey out of retirement. I'd love to see us come up and beat up on him, man. I couldn't stand Champ Bailey.
That's hilarious.
I had a champ that remember back, was it Burger King that gave out the little jerseys? Burger King?
I don't even know.
Well, I had a Champ Bailey one. I made a voodoo doll out of it. Out of the Champ Bailey jersey. And I'd try to break his, twist him up. Yeah. So I made my own little personal Champ Bailey voodoo doll for game day when we played donkeys. I hated Champ Bailey, but I don't think
Raider, if you didn't fear Antonio Gates, then you probably lost that game.
Yeah, Gates came up big, man, but against the Raiders, nobody came up big against the Raiders like LT, man. LaDainian Tomlinson absolutely murdered us back in the heyday.
Oh, he did.
And I mean, the games that he would catch, throw, and run, that was against the Raiders every damn time.
Oh,
and it was, God, just seemed like every time he had his career game, it was against us, and it was sickening. It was that period that really ingrained the choker hate in me, because before that they were really irrelevant. They were never really much, They were a flash every once in a while, but they were never anything great. So
yeah.
Damn chokers.
I think the Browns are going to be better this year.
You think?
Yep.
They can't be worse. I mean,
they're right. That's not our.
The Browns are going to be better. They were the worst team. Of course they're going to be better. They had a whole ton of defense. They've made coaching changes. They've moved guys around. They've got new quarterbacks. It's probably going to be Osweiler out of the gate, I would guess.
Yeah. He is an NFL quarterback. In a league where there can be 32 starters in the whole world, Osweiler might be one of those 32 guys.
That's a sad statement, isn't it?
Yep. Makes me wish I was 8 inches taller.
I know, God, man. Such a sad statement. Such a sad statement. So what's up with your internet, Prime? You just got
I don't even know.
Got no connection still?
Like, no, well, I got a connection, but it goes in and out. Like, it started the other night when I got some lag, and I didn't know what was going on, and it's kind of come up again. It's like they know I'm thinking about switching provider soon.
Maybe. Well, you'd think they'd be giving you better service and be like, oh my God, we don't want him to leave. Think it'd be the opposite, but apparently not.
Oh, well. Losing my sports source.
We got a good audio feed going, so that's cool. It's how we used to have to hold it down anyway, so we're used to it.
Yeah, it reminds me of the old days.
The good old days, back months ago.
Like 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't even think it was months ago. It was literally weeks ago. So, let's see. Let's look through here. Linebacker for the Panthers. Thomas Davis wants a new deal before camp.
I bet he does.
Who doesn't? Everybody wants more money.
No, but Tom Davis, he's like, I'm out here making tackles, one of the best linebackers in the league. And meanwhile, the guy that they say is the best linebacker in the league is hurt all the time, gets a concussion, and then he cries on his way off the field.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a scary image there, you know. Because that dude, you could tell that dude didn't really know where he was, man. He got bell rung. He wasn't all there. Laying there crying like somebody's little kid on the schoolyard.
Yeah, so Thomas Davis, he deserves that money. He should get another contract.
Yeah, he's just getting a little old. How old is Thomas Davis? He's getting up there. He's 34. So that's the thing, you know. You start looking at, you know, what do you sign him to? You know, a couple of years. Is that what he wants?
Sure.
He probably wants
a 3-year deal.
He probably wants longer though. So that may be where you run into a bit of a pinch on that one.
Well, you just make that 3 years really lucrative. And when his skills are diminished, you cut him off.
Ooh, here's one buried that I did not see. Ravens tight end Darren Waller was suspended for at least a year. At least a year for violating the league's policy on substance abuse. Let's see. Does it say
substance abuse or performance-enhancing drugs?
Substance abuse.
No, man, you can't smoke that.
Well, I don't know what he was smoking, but it doesn't say. It just says it was substance abuse.
Yeah.
So, but he's out.
Details on that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a whole year. That's a year gone out of a very small window of a year. You know, yeah, it's a very small window of chance of opportunity to play in the NFL, and piss
that wasn't his first violation, then.
No, obviously not with getting the year.
Yeah.
Not with getting the year. He's obviously was not the first time he'd been to the principal's office, or he would have got a little more. So we had the big Gabe Jackson contract. Don't know if you saw that, Prime. Raiders signed Gabe Jackson, the big guard. He was the next hurdle that they needed to sign after they signed Carr. So they took care of him. He got a nice deal, $56 million. So he's getting well paid. So really, all
let's get your quarterback locked up.
Yeah,
you got to make sure that offensive line is solid.
Well, I think the offense is pretty well solid across the board now. Now it's just the three rookies are still out there that need signed. The top 3 draft picks have not been signed. So
yeah, if you guys get some strong defensive back play, you'll be unstoppable.
Well, we've got the guys. That's what we drafted. and we put the guys in the right position. It's all about guys performing up to expectations. So we will see. We will see. I'm optimistic, but we'll see. We'll see. We will see.
Yep. So good for Gabe Jackson.
Yeah.
And good for the Raiders.
Yep, they locked him up for a 5-year deal, and like I said, I think our window is we're shooting for 4 to 5 years to keep all these guys together, and that's our shot. That's our window, 4 to 5 years. See how many we can get done, and after that, it's going to be hard to retain and keep this team together. But it looks like we're setting it up for a 4 to 5 year run, and we're going to see what we can do. After that, you're going to have to pick key players to keep around and build. It'll probably be Mac, and probably end up keeping Mac and Carr, but you're going to lose all the you're going to have to change accessories.
No, but the thing is Carr signed a really player-friendly deal.
He did, but it's still a big deal regardless. I mean, even though it is player-friendly, it's still large numbers that you're dealing with, and it's still the reality of large numbers. And the reality
the way his contract is structured allows for the Raiders to sign, or at least give some good money to other players too.
Yes, it does. It'll allow a little flexibility. He didn't go. He could have went for more. He could have got more than what he got, and
$125 million.
Yeah, they just squeaked him over the top, so he was the highest paid player. He could have demanded more and pushed the bar up higher if he wanted, and he probably could have got it. But that's not what he came in. I mean, you came in pretty much knowing that whichever one of the 3 guys that signed, if it was Cousins, Stafford, or Carr, they were going to be the highest player. It just happened to be Carr first.
Yeah, I think Stafford will get his money.
He'll be the highest paid player in the NFL when he signs.
Yeah.
He will surpass Carr, guaranteed. And Cousins will be the highest after that, most likely. They're each going to raise the bar for themselves, for the market, each one of them. Because they've all got about the same argument. They're all still young. They're all big guns. They've proved that they're contenders, and none of them have won yet. So they're all kind of in the same boat.
Stafford's been around for a while. Kirk Cousins he's still relatively young.
Yeah. Well, Stafford's still young. He's not even 30 yet.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. In 2017, quarterbacks can be 30.
Yeah. I mean, he could have a solid decade yet. He's still a quality quarterback. He's still a top tier quarterback. I wouldn't put him in the elite category, but he's a top tier.
Oh yeah, he's like that second tier behind the elites.
Yeah, I wouldn't put Carr is so close to being in the lead. He's like standing in the doorway ready to step in, but I'm not even putting him there yet. This year this year should be the year he takes the step and becomes an elite quarterback.
So what kind of stats does Carr have to put up in order to be considered elite at this time?
I want to see him over 4,000 yards. He's been tinkering around the 4,000 yard mark. I want to see him push over 4,000 yards passing, for sure. I'd like to see him up around the 35 touchdown mark, and the interceptions low where he was at last season. That's where I'd like to see him this season. We'll see.
Yeah, he'd still have to do that.
He's been so
2 more seasons after this one to be considered elite.
Well, he's thrown for like within, I think, like 13 yards last season of hitting 4,000, and like less than 20 yards of hitting it the year before that. And so he would have hit 4,000 last year if he didn't get hurt and miss the last game and half of the second to last game. So he would have hit it easily because it was less than 20 yards from breaking it. So that's attainable. And he's hitting around the 31, touchdown mark a season anyway. So 35 is attainable too if he takes a little extra step. So We'll see. This should be the year that he takes the big step forward.
Yeah.
He knows it's
Aaron Rodgers will be the highest paid next year.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
What's up, Kaylee?
He does so much for the Packers. Oh, he just does it with bum wide receivers. Maybe that's it. Because, Green Bay has bum wide receivers. New England has bum wide receivers. Atlanta has a really good wide receiver. The Raiders have really good wide receivers. Maybe it's not wide receivers in a passing league. It makes no sense.
No. Well, I think you always want good wide receivers to be an average. I think if you're a decent quarterback, you can get by without him, and you can make an adequate wide receiver look a little better than he actually is by helping him out. So that's where I think the Brady's and the Aaron Rodgers come in, because they're just so deadly accurate that they can help out the little lesser wide receiver, that may not be as open as to some other guy, but those guys can still get him the ball.
Yeah, Drew Brees is on that list.
Yeah. That's just makes those guys more valuable, because, even if you don't do it perfect, they'll get it to you anyway. So they're just a good all around quarterback. But Zach Orr, sure you heard about Zach Orr. He's coming out of retirement. Apparently, all of a sudden your spine was jacked up. Now your spine's not jacked up no more. So I guess you come back out. Which
modern medicine is a miracle.
I guess. But
unless you're Tiger Woods.
Yeah, he's only 25. He looked like a talented guy. He's visiting the Colts, then he's heading to the Jets next.
The Jets will sign him.
Oh, I don't want the Raiders to touch him with a 10-foot pole. I'm scared to death of that guy. Scared to death of him. I do not want to touch him. He's damaged goods. I don't think he'll be able to play at 100%. I think mentally he's not going to be there and not be the guy that he used to be. With that spinal injury and thinking that any hit could be your last, I don't see how you can play lights out like that.
Yeah.
Not at his position. A linebacker.
Spine injury.
Yes. Top of the spine.
It's not even musculature.
No. That's just, yeah. That's,
soft tissue.
It's a scary, I don't want there was a lot of, anytime there's a linebacker out there, the Raiders fans see blood in the water, like, oh my God, we gotta go get him. I'm like, no. Woo, timeout. Stay off that guy. Red flags all over. He's 25 and he's coming out of retirement. Okay. Big red flag right there. There's a reason. He was in retirement. Let's not get excited. It's like when the Jets released Harris, but, the Patriots wouldn't scoop him up, so who knows? Maybe he'll turn out. Who knows? So did you see the video of Jeff Fisher telling his teammates that telling his coaches that he got fired?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was some... Oh, no, I hope not, Raider Natalie. It might be just you. I don't know. We'll see. There's been some weird things going on with this broadcast, though, because we lost Prime. So we lost video feed to Prime. We got him on audio, but we lost video feed to Prime. There's been some weird things going on with this broadcast, so if it's all screwy, I apologize. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Got some, Gremlins. Something Prime. Something crazy going on. I don't know what. So, yeah, the Ravens, supposedly they were conflicted about Orr, that they thought they should keep him and, what have you. But, oh, what the heck? I'm having all sorts of issues here tonight. Oh, man, you can tell it's in the middle of a holiday 4-day weekend. So tomorrow night, we will not have your typical Raider reaction, silver and black. What's up, Chris? We will not have your typical Raider reaction, silver and black, Tuesday breakdown, like you have every week. I'm sorry, but it's the 4th of July. However, I will be bringing you some holiday freshness. And the holiday freshness is from channel side. I'm going to bring you live the entire fireworks show. I was down there last year, and it was an awesome show. And I live streamed it last year. So I'll live stream it to you guys and share it during. It'll probably be on about 9 to 9:30 Eastern time. So a lot of you West Coast guys, you know, you'll be able to watch this fireworks show hours before you're even ready for some fireworks. So you'll be able to get some double action fireworks. So you can stop in tomorrow and check out my fireworks, weather permitting. However, because the weather's been crazy here. I drive home in the rain like every day, and I'm disgusted with it. Sunshine State needs to start living up. It's been raining, and I'm sick of it. So weather permitting, you will have back on. But we did have some glitches, and I will check it out, Jukebox. But all I can do is go with who's ever the first on there. I will check it out, though. So we will we'll have Prime back up on Wednesday. We lost the video feed about 15-20 minutes in. Had him on audio feed, and then I lost that. So just technical issues all over the board with Facebook. So it is what it is. But we'll have Prime back on Wednesday. Tomorrow night, tune in for some fireworks, 4th of July style, with the Commish. I will live stream them. I'm not really going to be on there. I'm just going to be live streaming the fireworks. So, but fireworks show tomorrow night counts. So first comment on the fireworks show, that counts as well, because that's your Raider reaction for July 4th, Tuesday. And then right back to regular schedule. Wednesday goes to the post. Thursday, we got a special flavor for you Thursday. Add a new mix to the Raider reaction lineup. The second half of every Thursday Raider reaction, we're having the franchise face-off. T-Well will be back. Cowboy versus Raider. Franchise versus franchise. We'll go head-to-head for your viewing pleasure. So I've got some hot topics for me and him to kick around on Thursday, and that will be some quality entertainment. So make sure check that out. We're gonna have that every Thursday up through the preseason. Then on Friday, we'll be back with Silver and Black Theater, and we'll finish off the presentation that we had. Oh, we got prom tonight. Uh-oh. You better get up off of here. So, you have that with Commish. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate you stopping by as always. Always. So, we'll have that on Friday. So, join in the Commish and the Commish Junior, and we'll finish up our presentation that we had from last Friday. Give you the second half of that great game. So, that's about all we had. So, apologize for the technical difficulties we had with Prime tonight. We'll try to get it cleaned up, and we'll have him back on Wednesday. Everybody have a safe and happy 4th of July. And don't come back. Don't come back. Don't come back on Wednesday looking like Pierre Paul. Okay? Like half a nub. So be careful. I know y'all getting them M80s, and y'all gonna have a couple drinks and start shooting off Roman candles, being all a fool. Don't be coming back no Pierre Paul, like half a thumb and stuff on Wednesday, all right? I want to see all you guys safe Go out and have fun, blow some things up, but blow the right kind of things up. Not like yourself and family members and small animals and adjacent neighbors and things like that. So everybody be safe. Don't get too crazy. Have a super freaking happy 4th of July. Crazy red, white, and blue 4th of July. Hopefully sprinkled with a little silver and black all over it. So enjoy yourself. Be safe. Thank you for stopping in and starting out your week with the Commish little RAIDER reaction. Technical difficulties, what you're going to do. But appreciate you stopping by. Peace. Love. RAIDER Nation.